Baseus BP1NC, Soundcore R50i, and Soundpeats T3 Pro all promise big bass, ANC, and high-res sound, but the Soundpeats cost roughly triple the other two. The real question is whether that extra money actually buys you better noise canceling and cleaner calls, or just fancier spec sheets. Spending is not always smart, and grabbing the cheapest one is not either. By the end, you will know which one is worth it for you. Let's make it clear. How well does each one actually kill noise? This is where the gap opens. Fast! The Soundcore R50i has no real ANC at all, just whatever the tips block passively. So on a bus, in an office with that constant hum, or near traffic, sound leaks in and you crank the volume to compensate. The Baseus BP1 NC, though, packs genuine adaptive ANC, and the community agrees it punches way above what you'd expect this cheap. Fans, road noise, that low commute drone, it cuts most of it. The Soundpeats T3 Pro goes a step further with stronger, more refined canceling that handles louder environments better. But here's the catch. Its ANC leans hard on a good seal, and a few folks mention wind getting amplified. So if your priority is silence on a daily commute, the Soundcore is out, and it's really a fight between the Baseus value and the Soundpeats ceiling. Now sound. All three chase big bass, and all three deliver it. The Soundcore is the bassiest and the loosest, fun for rap and pop, but it can go muddy and bleed into vocals on busy tracks. The Baseus surprised me here. Reviews describe a full, warm sound with bass that hits low without drowning the mids, and turning on LDAC through the app opens it up noticeably. The Soundpeats is the most balanced and detailed of the bunch, with aptX lossless and LDAC, cleaner highs, and better instrument separation. Does the fancy codec matter? On a phone that supports it? Yeah, you hear a bit more air and detail. But real talk, the Baseus closes most of that gap for a fraction of the cost. For critical listening, the Soundpeats edges ahead. For everyday bass-friendly music, the Baseus is the value pick. Battery is where the cheaper buds flex. The Baseus gives you around 12 hours of charge with ANC off and roughly 55 with the case, which is straight up huge. The Soundcore lands near 10 hours and 30 total, plenty for work days and gym sessions. The Soundpeats reads 37 total on paper, but flip on ANC plus LDAC and owners report it crashing to barely 3 to 4 hours per charge. 3 hours. For a flight or a long shift, that means living out of the case. All three do a quick 10-minute top-up for about 2 hours, so you're never fully stuck. But if you hate charging constantly, the Baseus runs away with this one. And if these comparisons are helping you decide, hit subscribe. Your support is what keeps these deep dives coming. What about calls? The Baseus runs a 6-mic setup, and people on the other end report clear, natural voice, though it struggles a little in heavy wind and traffic. The Soundpeats is roughly on par, decent and clear enough that callers can't tell, with the same windy day weakness. The Soundcore only has 2 mics, and the consistent word is, it's fine indoors, but average once there's background noise. So for delivery drivers, or anyone taking calls on a busy street, the Soundcore falls behind the other two. Comfort and fit. Both the Baseus and Soundcore get praised for staying put during workouts and feeling light for long sessions, with the Soundcore especially loved by people who usually have buds fall out. The Soundpeats is where I'd pause. A chunk of reviews call the fit quirky because of an oval stem that makes tips tricky, and that loose seal also weakens its ANC. If you've had buds that ache after an hour, the 2 budget pairs are the safer bet here. On connectivity, all 3 pair fast and hold steady. The bass runs Bluetooth 6.0 with multipoint and LDAC. The Soundpeats does multipoint and high-res codecs too, but can't run LDAC and multipoint together, and the Soundcore sticks to a solid 5.3 without the fancy codecs. App-wise, Bass and Soundcore are clean and offline friendly, while the Soundpeats app annoyingly forces an account and an internet connection just to tweak you. So what does your money actually buy? The Soundcore and Bass sit in a similar low range, while the Soundpeats costs roughly triple. For that jump, you get the best raw ANC and the most refined sound, but you pay with weak battery under ANC and a clunky app. The Baseus stacks real ANC, LDAC, monster battery, and IP55 for budget money. The Soundcore is the bare-bones bass machine. On discounts, the 2 cheaper pairs drop often, while the Soundpeats holds price and only dips on sale events. Here's the call. For most of you watching this, the Baseus BP1 NC, real ANC, LDAC, Monster Battery, and IP55 for budget money, that's the smartest mix here and nothing else touches it on value. If you take a lot of calls on noisy streets, the Baseus still has you covered. So skip the Soundcore there. And if you're a critical listener chasing the cleanest, most detailed sound and don't mind babysitting the charge, the Soundpeats T3 Pro earns its premium. Both budget pairs drop often. So if you want to spend even less, watch for sales on the Soundcore. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Links are in the description.